Welcome to 5 tips to help you reduce your bills. My name is Maria Newman and I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you reduce your bills. So the first one is understand your spend. What I mean by this is, do you know how much you spend on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis? It's surprising that not a lot of people do know how much they spend. If you don't know how much you spend, then how are you actually going to go about reducing your bills? So the first tip is understand how much you spend. Tip number 2, understand what is absolutely necessary. So from tip number 1, you'll have an idea as to what your spend is on a weekly, monthly and yearly basis. Now it's time to understand what that spend is. So first of all, make a list of everything that you need to buy in order for you to survive. You'll have to pay mortgage or rent, you'll have to pay your council tax, you'll have to pay for gas and electricity, food. So identify what you need to buy in order to survive. And obviously this doesn't make up all of your spend, you will have other items. For those other items, group them by what's essential, that's over and above your need to survive, luxury items, nice to haves, things that make life easier. And then once you've done that, you'll have a much better idea as to where your money is actually going. And the most important thing, what is essential. So tip number 2, understand what is essential. Okay, so from tip number 2, you now know what you need to buy in order to survive, but are you getting the best deals? Tip number 3, shop around. The internet is great nowadays, so for your mortgage, for your gas and electricity, more or less everything, you can go onto a compared site and you can find the best deal for you. Make sure that for your mortgage, you're simply borrowing money. Are you getting the best deal? For your gas and electricity, are you getting the best deal? The gas and the electricity is exactly the same no matter where you get it from. So shop around, use comparison sites to make sure that you are getting the best deal. Talk to family and friends. Do what is necessary to ensure that you are getting the best deal and therefore reducing your bills. So tip number 3, shop around. So you've shopped around and you know financially you're getting the best deal, but you still want to reduce your bills. What can you do? Tip number 4, find alternatives that don't cost a lot of money. What do I mean by this? Well, first of all, a great example would be going out for the day. You may be going to a family attraction and you know there is a coffee shop on site. Well, instead of going for lunch at that coffee shop, why not take a picnic? The other thing is, look on Facebook. There are plenty of local events that are organised where you're supporting your local community that more often than not don't cost a lot of money to enter. They might be asking for a donation, but it's a great family day out. And then finally, why not look at what charities are organising? And again, you're supporting a great cause and you're having a fantastic day out. So tip number 4, find alternatives that don't cost a lot of money. So my final tip, tip number 5, buy in bulk, buy in advance. More often than not, if you buy in bulk and you buy in advance, you're going to get a much better deal than if you buy 1 or 2 or you buy on the day or at the place. And obviously, if you're buying in bulk, this doesn't mean you buy a whole load of food that's going to go off within days. I'm talking more about general household items like your shampoo, your toothpaste, your toilet roll. And also buy in advance. So if there's a particular attraction that you want to take the family to, then look for the deals as far as when you're going, and if you can buy sooner and you make a saving, whether that's online or if you buy online and it's 3 months in advance, you'll get a 10% discount, then do it. Look for where you can reduce your bills. Also look for discount codes. There are always discount codes, and just if you go onto the internet and do a search for the place where you want to go, you'll probably find a discount code. So, tip number 5, buy in bulk, buy in advance. So that's my 5 tips for reducing your bills. If you've enjoyed watching this video, then like, subscribe and leave a comment. See you next time.